rain this morning. Will it or not? I don't know. Even if it does, it's been pretty dry around here. Very dry. We have had a few showers here and there, enough to keep the grass green anyway. I mean, you know, there's a few dry places, but the trees here have already started losing some of their deciduous leaves because they can't support, you know, all of their growth without any rain. One of my big concerns with not having any rain is my pond, because this pond is about a third acre, maybe a little bigger. It serves the house as a water source. The water is pumped into the house and goes through a chlorination system. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but you can see how far the water has receded. It comes clear up to the grass when it's full, and the water slowly over the summer has gone down, 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 so it's probably dropped somewhere around 20 inches, maybe even more. And what bothers me is in this 90-degree hot weather, it's beginning to show some signs of stagnation, where you can start to smell like a odor coming from it. Now, we don't want stagnated water in the house, and we want our pond to stay healthy. So even if it rained and rained, it would have to rain for a week for the water to start to come up. There's no amount of water that's going to fill it that quick. So for the first time since I've ever lived here, I'm going to have some water delivered today into the pond. 10,000 gallons. We'll see how far that goes. We'll see what happens. If it brings the level up a little bit, then we're good. If we can get, right now we're rolling on the end of August. If we can get through September and October, usually October, November, we get plenty of rains, and it'll fill the pond up pretty quickly once we get the ground resaturated again. Way out here, you'll see a little gray dot floating out there. That's the float. About 3 feet down into the water is the intake, and then the water line runs under the water from that intake. The water line runs under the water all the way over to the well. This well shaft runs down, the pond's somewhere around 13, 14 feet deep when it's full. So this shaft goes down probably around 15, 16 feet, and there's a submersible pump down in there that sucks the water from the inlet filter into the pump, and then the pump shoots it up into the house. Our water comes in through the water line. Here's the pressure, water pressure meter, the air pressure tank that pushes the water up through the faucets. There's a chlorinator pump here, and this tank is full of a bleach and chlorine solution. I put 1 part bleach and 5 parts water in this. You see, it's about here right now. I had it full, so it takes a month or two for it to go all the way down. This pump only injects a couple drops in per so many gallons, and then that goes into the big holding tanks, which allow the chlorine to work on the water, and then it runs into the standing filter, charcoal filter, and it goes up into the house. In fact, it was so dry, you know, yesterday I tore the dock out. We had an old wooden dock there, but it was so rickety, couldn't walk on it anymore. And I tore it out and I burned it. And the grass started on fire around the fire pit, which doesn't normally happen. So the grass is so dry, it just ignited, and I was stomping the flames out to cause it from burning the whole yard up.
A little sprinkle like this is going to do nothing but maybe water the grass, maybe give a little nourishment to the garden. It's not going to add anything to the pond. Now this truck holds 5,000 gallons, so he's going to dump this in, and he'll have to go back for another load. And he tells me that he can have this whole truck unloaded in about 5 or 10 minutes. So that's pretty impressive. We'll see how it goes. Well, we started pumping water in the pond, but it was stirring up all kinds of mud because the pipe was shooting down into the muck. So we're trying this method now. Brian's going to fire up the pump. Here comes the water down the pipe, and that'll shoot it out. There you go. We'll see what happens. Well, that was one load, 5,000 gallons. Brought it up a few inches. So Brian's going to go back and get another load. He'll bring it back over this afternoon. He's got a little bit of a trip to go. Well, 10,000 gallons sounds like a lot of water, and it is. And it brought the pond up quite a bit. I didn't fill it, but it made a big difference, so I feel better. It was nice, clean water. The fish are happy. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to comment down below. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the video. And until next time, cats, we'll catch you later.